Hello viewers and welcome back. With the release of Soul coming soon on Christmas Day, we've decided to take a look back at some of Pixar's best movies. Number 10, Inside Out.
Anyway, these are Riley's memories, and they're mostly happy, you'll notice, not to brag. But the really important ones are over here.
Quite possibly Pixar's biggest challenge to date is Inside Out, a film that managed to visualise complex emotions and the ideas of human consciousness. At a time when mental health and emotions are difficult to discuss, Pixar showed that these are universal challenges for every human. We all feel sad, scared, angry and confused, but Pixar did this in a way that was accessible to both adults and children, both of whom can use a lesson about the nuances of understanding what we feel. That Pixar can conceptualise something in a way that makes sense to everyone is a phenomenal feat.
That's it. I'm done.
Congratulations, San Francisco. You've ruined pizza. First the Hawaiians, and now you.
Number 9, Monsters, Inc.
You're a big, hairy boss.
Like many Pixar films, Monsters Inc. had vastly different shapes at differing points in its production, with the final iteration being about Monstropolis, a city powered by children's screams, and the monsters who venture into bedrooms in the human world each night to extract them. It manages to be much sweeter and funnier than it sounds, and marked a leap forward in the complexity of the animation too, with Pixar delivering another resounding example of how they elevated the bar for modern animated films. Number 8, Ratatouille.
The soap! Where is the soap? Out of my way! Move it, garbage boy! You are cooking!
Ratatouille benefits from the work of the Pixar crew performing at its height, even if its high concept, slightly bizarre story could suggest at first that it might not sing for audiences quite as beautifully as some of Pixar's other stories. However, it's not the case. As initiating food critic Anton Ego says in the film, a great artist can come from anywhere, and Ratatouille is just that, great art.
Ratatouille? It's a peasant dish. Are you sure you want to serve this to Ego?
Number 7, Finding Nemo.
Hello, my name is Bruce.
Hello, Bruce.
It has been 3 weeks since my last fish. On my honour, or may I be chopped up and made into soup.
You're an inspiration to all of us.
Amen.
Director Andrew Stanton wanted to make a movie set in the ocean, but he also wanted to address his own guilty memories of being an overprotective father to his young son, so he made this emotional, exciting and visually gorgeous story about a nervous clownfish on a desperate search to find his lost son Nemo, with the help of a lovably loopy blue tang with short-term memory loss. Finding Nemo is a beautiful movie, grounded by the incredible efforts of the cast. Number 6, Up. One thing Up does incredibly well is its handling of openly bittersweet emotions, particularly showcased in Pixar's best and most memorable opening montage. The film is dotted with faint touches of magical realism that befit its South American locale, and is one of only 3 animated films ever nominated for a Best Picture Oscar, and deservedly so. The film packs warmth and humour alongside its painful truths about grieving and letting go.
I like dogs.
We have your dog.
Whoa.
Wonder who he belongs to.
Sit, boy. Hey, look, he's trained. Shake. Uh-huh. Speak.
Hi there.
Number 5, Toy Story 3.
And you wanted us to stay at Andy's.
Because we're Andy's toys.
So you got donated by this Andy, huh? Well, it's his loss, Sheriff. He can't hurt you no more.
Whoa.
Now let's get you all settled in.
Talking of animated films nominated for Best Picture, we have the incredible 3rd entry in the Toy Story franchise. Another fun adventure with Woody, Buzz and the gang as they imitate a scenario somewhat like The Great Escape but in a nursery instead. For adults and anyone who has grown up with the series, it was a tear-jerking farewell to childhood, with a climax that evoked sobs amongst all. From that fiery furnace scene to the passing of the torch from Andy to Bonnie, Toy Story 3 is so emotional that it's sometimes easy to forget its joys.
So long, partner.
Number 4, The Incredibles.
Something classic, like Dinah Guy. Oh, he had a great look. Oh, the cape and the boots.
No capes.
Personally, one of my favourites of the bunch, The Incredibles is an exciting and riveting animated superhero film, and the key to its success was the economy of its action. We are introduced to an entirely new universe, we meet and empathise with a likeable family, discovering the parents' quiet dissatisfaction with what their lives have become, and then watch as everyone unites to overcome an evil force that wants to destroy the planet. It does all this in just under 2 hours, and never seems to be rushing or cramming anything in. It's just pure brilliance.
Honey?
What?
Where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
Put it away!
Where?
Number 3. WALL-E. Pixar is able to evoke emotion from the hardest of hearts, with their moving tributes to family and adventure, and WALL-E is perhaps a standout in their filmography. The movie tells the story of a small waste-collecting robot on an abandoned Earth far into the future. One day, WALL-E inadvertently journeys into space after falling in love with another robot named Eve, a journey that will ultimately decide the fate of mankind, providing a thought-provoking subtext.
Hey, drink the punch. Here, take the cup. Hey, take the cup.
Number 2. Coco.
Dante! Dante, wait up! You gotta stay with me, boy. We don't know.
With Coco, Pixar distilled its propensity for extraordinary emotional punch into just 2 words: remember me. The film's journey into the Mexican land of the dead is breathtakingly colourful, and in terms of its animation it's just stunning, even by the studio's own monumental standards. But it's the thematic explorations of grief and family ties that stands above all else, with a finale sure to have all viewers in tears. With a vibrant and vital portrayal of Mexican culture at a crucial point in history, it truly is a modern classic. Before we reveal our number 1 film, here are some honourable mentions that just missed the list. Toy Story 2.
Buzz Lightyear mission log. All signs point to this planet as the location of Zurg's fort.
Onward. Incredibles 2.
What the?
Cookie.
Toy Story 4.
She loves you, and you need to...
A Bug's Life. Cars. Number 1. Toy Story.
I just want you to know that even though you tried to terminate me, revenge is not an idea we promote on my planet.
Oh, well, that's good.
But we're not on my planet, are we?
No.
I mean, what else was it going to be? The movie that brought the studio into the limelight. The first entirely computer-animated movie that completely shifted the foundations of how we tell stories. Toy Story jumped the technology of computer filmmaking ahead by decades, but it also changed the intellectual complexity of how movies are geared towards kids. This isn't a film that talks down to children, rather it talks up to adults, creating a world where imagination of kids is translated through dynamic characters, making a film that is just as entertaining as it is innovative.
This isn't flying, this is falling with style.
Thank you for watching. Have your own opinions? Leave them in the comments below and be sure to subscribe for new content every week.